not being able to do speaking engagements because, the pandemic hit.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of like that's when I realized, I don't really have any money for real, because when the pandemic hit and I realized I was struggling to get speaking engagements, and then one day I had to sit down and I had to really look at, like, okay, what am I fighting for? Like, how much am I actually making as a man? And this is around the time I hit 30. So I really started thinking, like, what have I accomplished as a man? It's like, also, women typically, as they get older, they have more demands. So in my 20s, I could get away with my charm. Yeah. And
once
being,
you hit 30,
they don't care about that.
Gotta be right.
They don't care how cute you. There's a miss me with the cute stuff, miss me with the funny. I want to see the funds, like what's going on, type of thing. No, and so, but I appreciate that because it kind of woke me up to really look and be like, what am I doing as a man for real? And so I had to pull back and just straight up, I just researched, hey, what are industries that pay the most money, are going to have longevity and doesn't require me to go to college to get into those industries. So I literally Googled it, and every single blog I looked at, every site that I looked at, the number one type of jobs that kept coming up were jobs in tech.
Jobs in tech.
So
when you say tech, are you talking about like tech support? You was on some motherboard?
That's funny. No, that's a good question, though. That's a good question. No, not tech support. A lot of people know tech support, they're not really making any money. So
really, IT cats ain't making no bread?
No, they're not. No, you're not gonna meet any tech support people making like $120K plus, and that's no insult. That's actually insight, like for y'all to realize, like, because I'm all about helping people avoid like the BS money or the BS jobs. It's like really like where the real money is at, where the real motion is at. And so so the tech industry, specifically the software industry, because of course tech could be hardware, but the software industry, specifically what's called SaaS, or software as a service. So think of Zoom. Zoom is software as a service because they're a software that provides a service where you can do the Zoom meeting rooms, or if you need to use their app to use a phone or place phone calls and record the calls, transcribe the calls. So they're a software as a service that you pay a monthly fee for. Now, us as individuals, if we want to sign up for Zoom, let's say we can probably get a $20 monthly Zoom account to have the Zoom meetings. But a corporate, like a company, if they go to Zoom and say, hey, we have 500 employees, we need a Zoom meeting room account where all of our employees can meet every single day. That package ain't $20. That package is more like $50,000, $100,000 a year. So
what field does that fall into under tech?
Yeah, so that's tech. That's software as a service.
Also, that's what that is.
So that's what I mean. So that's a company. Obviously, that's a tech company, but of course, all these companies are tech companies. Apple, Netflix, Google, Microsoft. We go down a list. There's a crap ton of tech companies. TikTok. All of these are tech companies, but typically they sell to businesses. But the packages they sell to businesses is the real money. That's why all these companies are billion-dollar companies, because first off, they're not doing a little $100, $200 transaction. They're doing a $100,000, $200,000 transaction. And it's not a one-time transaction. It's a annual recurring. So every year they're like people are renewing those contracts, and all they're doing is gaining other contracts from other companies. So that's how these companies end up becoming like, multi-billion-dollar companies, because like their deals are massively huge. It's B2B primarily. And so the tech.
Sorry. Where are you taking this type of course at?
Oh, so the boot camp. So there's a bunch of different tech boot camps. So let me pull it back. So when I look to get into the industry, first off, I looked at a variety of different jobs in tech that don't require you to be technical, because I'm not technical. To this day, I don't know how to code, program. I'm not savvy with APIs or any of that stuff. So there are, what a lot of people don't know, 47% of jobs in tech, the six-figure jobs in tech, 47% of jobs in tech are considered non-technical roles. Wow. So they're roles that, like, you don't have to be techie to do the job, and you can be making. No, you really don't. You really don't. And so I did a sales engineering job, or a sales engineering role. There's a boot camp that I did that offered They offer different courses, and one of the courses was the sales engineering course. So I did the boot camp. They trained me, top to bottom, and also prepared me to interview for those roles. They even gave me an interview cheat sheet that covered like 99% of the questions I was asked in most of the interviews.
Okay.
And it basically fully prepared me for the job in tech. And then that's how I was able to get into the industry so quickly. And then after I got in the industry, I started putting everybody on, helping everybody get in the industry. And at first,
how long does the course take though?
The course is 6 weeks.
6 weeks?
Yeah, a 6-week course.
Are you moving at your own pace?
No. So there's different boot camps. So the one that I did wasn't self-paced. It was a virtual classroom.
Okay.
We were using Zoom to meet up in a virtual classroom. And it was 5 days a week, 2.5 hours a day.